I think I should tell you what really happened about the fire where I worked. January 2nd, 1987, I worked at a place that worked on General Motors designed engines in white cab over trucks, GMC Generals or whatever, Astros, and Ford 9000s. One or two of them. And they had Max 6 cylinders, about like all the newer truck engines today. Big 6 cylinders, low RPM, high torque engine that passes pollution. Um, the two-stroke would not pass pollution, so it was phased out. But before it was phased out, it was found to have a problem. I'm talking diesels. It would run off its own oil, and it'd over-rev the governors, and it'd run and suck off its own oil and burn it, and just keep running and never shut off without the air shutting off to the engine. If the truck's apart, the air ain't never gonna shut off. If the manifolds are apart, the truck is gonna throw out fire. That's what happened when the fuel rack was stuck wide open because some fool put it together with dirt on it. That's what really happened. And the fool owned part of the company. It wasn't me. And nobody liked when I told the truth. The whole truth of the matter was the truck engine was designed wrong to start with. They should have at least notified everybody. They might have, but nobody notified me, especially when you're working on them. I mean, they had V6s, they had 4 cylinders. I mean, the 4 cylinders were popping like popcorn. Like, here's your lucky rabbit foot. Go to North Dakota or South Dakota and take the truck engine out there and in the straight truck with it in it, and turn around and you go 50 miles back and that one blows up. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of money these people spend. Then to have your whole 5 building place or 4 building place go up in smoke while there's a foot of snow all over. I was there, watched the thing burn to the ground in like 2-3 hours. And then nobody ever asked me what I thought of it. I thought it's the biggest clown show I ever saw in my life. Really. I'd get out the hot dogs and just have a hot dog roast on it. Really. I mean, I don't believe that these idiots had any clue what was going on. Really. I mean, you don't show up to a fire with trucks and with no water. Especially when there's a foot of snow all over. Really. I'm about like, this is crazy. Really. And then to think GM designed the engine. I look at it this way. I'm better off where I am now, considering GM paid for the frames on the boat I got out here. My real father designed the boat, designed and owned the company. My uncle saved my life after he'd been dead for like 15, 20 years. To save blood. Really. Run the DNA, run the name and the number, and a phone number comes up to the DOD. Do I have to explain anymore? In my sealed adoption when I was 2, he's listed as the only closest living relative to me alive. Where's the rest? All dead. They've already gone to the afterlife before I was even 2 years old. These people were the same people that could only get me out of court. Really. One guy can't hear, and he goes around and says, "Oh, them Mercury motors are bad, them bass boats are bad," and the guy that makes the main design of the bass boat and all of that, it's my real father, really. And then the other guys, my adopted uncles, they go off hunting near snowshoes somewhere out 80, get lost in the woods and snow, stay overnight, have to eat what rabbits they shot, and that then they could. The guy says, "Well, we could hear cars all night, but we couldn't find the road." And I'm like, "These are my uncles." Uncle Bill and his son Little Bill, really? I'm like, do I really want to go around with these idiots? Really? I just don't believe it, really. I mean, I look at this and I'm like, just be glad they at least run good. I mean, I got a V6 of one of them, and it runs like nothing I ever seen. I mean, some of the 350s and that earlier ones would run, but they'd run out on top end because they wouldn't suck real good air through the heads. That's all my product on that stuff, really. Just as long as you got a building left and it don't burn to the ground, that's a good idea, I guess.